Should governments promote free trade or strategic protectionism? Hi everyone, today I'd like to discuss one of the oldest and most important debates in international economics. Should governments embrace free trade or should they protect strategic domestic industries through tariffs and industrial policies? For more than 2 centuries, economists have generally argued that free trade increases global prosperity. According to the principle of comparative advantage, countries should specialize in producing goods and services that they can produce relatively more efficiently than others. By specializing and engaging in international trade, nations can consume more than they could achieve through self-sufficiency. This insight remains one of the most influential propositions in economics. Supporters of free trade argue that international competition improves allocative efficiency. Domestic firms must innovate, reduce costs, and improve quality in order to compete with foreign producers. Consumers benefit through lower prices, greater product variety, and higher living standards. Furthermore, access to global markets allows firms to exploit economies of scale, reducing average production costs and encouraging technological innovation. Free trade also facilitates the international diffusion of knowledge. Multinational corporations transfer technology, managerial expertise, and production techniques across borders. Participation in global value chains enables developing countries to acquire skills and integrate into the world economy. Historically, many export-oriented economies have experienced rapid economic growth by taking advantage of these opportunities. However, recent geopolitical developments have challenged the traditional consensus. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains. Shortages of semiconductors, medical equipment, and critical minerals demonstrated that excessive dependence on foreign suppliers may threaten both economic stability and national security. As a result, governments have increasingly emphasized economic security alongside economic efficiency. Critics of unrestricted free trade argue that some industries possess strategic importance beyond their immediate economic value. Semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, artificial intelligence, defense technologies, and advanced batteries play essential roles in national resilience. If production becomes concentrated in a small number of foreign countries, geopolitical conflicts or trade disruptions could have severe economic consequences. Another concern involves adjustment costs. Although free trade generally increases total economic welfare, its benefits and costs are distributed unevenly. Workers employed in import-competing industries may experience prolonged unemployment, declining wages, and regional economic decline. Economists distinguish between aggregate gains and distributional effects. A policy that increases national income overall may nevertheless impose substantial hardship on particular communities. In my opinion, neither complete protectionism nor unconditional free trade provides an adequate framework for the modern global economy. Governments should preserve open markets wherever possible while protecting a limited number of genuinely strategic industries through transparent and narrowly targeted policies. Protection should address clearly identified market failures or national security concerns rather than shielding inefficient firms from ordinary competition. Ultimately, the objective of trade policy should not be to maximize either openness or protection. Rather, it should balance efficiency, resilience, and long-term competitiveness. In an increasingly interconnected yet geopolitically uncertain world, successful economies will likely be those that combine the benefits of globalization with carefully designed economic security policies. So here's my question. Should governments continue promoting free trade as the foundation of global prosperity, or should they accept lower economic efficiency in exchange for greater national resilience and strategic autonomy? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for listening. See you next time.